Hi friend, I'm so happy that you're here. This is Made with Miss Madeline. It's called Made because we are going to be making something today, and I'm so excited to show you what it is. If you have been here before, or if you've been in Miss Madeline's class, you know that I love making crafts and art projects, and I especially love making them with you. So I can't wait to make our craft today. It is springtime. Can you say spring? Yes, spring is one of the seasons. And in springtime, it might be raining a lot where you live. But when it rains, sometimes we get to see a rainbow afterwards, kind of like the one behind me on the board. So we are going to be making a craft about rainbows today. You might notice on my bookshelf over here, there's a book about rainbows. That is one of my favorite stories. So underneath this video, Miss Madeline put a link for you if you would like to check out that book to read with your family at home. But I want to start on our craft. Can I show you what it is? Okay, our craft that we're going to make today is a rainbow cloud. It's going to look a little bit like this when it's done. If you haven't made a craft with Miss Madeline before, then I want to remind you that yours might not look exactly like mine, and that's great. Everybody's crafts are unique and special, just like how you are unique and special. Also, I'm going to show you all of the materials you need to make your craft. Just like always, if you don't have exactly these things, you can use what you have at home. Are you ready to get started? So, before we get our supplies, let's think about what we might need. We have our cloud face, and what color is our cloud face? It's white, so we will need to get some white paper. We also need a face on our cloud, so we're going to need something to draw our face, to draw the eyes and the mouth. Also, on the bottom are all of the colors of the rainbow. What colors do you see in the rainbow? Red, orange, yellow, green, dark blue, light blue, and purple. So we're going to see if we can find all of those different colors to use for our craft. If you don't have all of those colors, that's okay. You can use the ones that you have at home. Now, we're going to go get our supplies ready, and then we'll come back when we're ready to start working. Now would be a good time to pause the video while you get your supplies. You will need a white piece of paper, some different color paper, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. You will also need glue. You can use a bottle of glue or a glue stick, scissors, and a black crayon or marker. Go get all of your supplies, and when you're ready, you can press play. The first thing we need to do is draw our cloud so that we know what to cut out. Drawing a cloud is kind of like drawing a lot of half circles. We're going to make it into a big bubbly cloud. Remember, is it okay if yours doesn't look exactly like mine? Yes, I want to see the cute clouds that you can make, even if they look different. I'm going to use a black crayon. If you don't have a black crayon, you could use a different colored crayon, or you could use a black marker. I'm going to start right here. Watch how I draw some half circle shapes to make my cloud. Look at how I'm going around my paper, and my other hand is holding onto my paper so that it doesn't move too much. I'm going to keep going with my half circle shapes, and you might notice how all of them aren't exactly the same size, and that's okay. Clouds are very different. My cloud is done. Are you done with your cloud? Great. Before we cut it out, we're going to give our cloud a face. What does a face need to have? You're right. Normally a face has eyes and a mouth. First, I'm going to draw 2 eyes. Can you count the eyes with me while you draw them? 1, 2. If you want, you can add some eyelashes to your eyes, but you don't have to do that part if you don't want to. Remember, it's your cloud. You can make it look how you want to. Now I'm going to add a mouth. I want my cloud to be a happy cloud, so I'm going to add a smiling face. A smiling face is another half circle. And I'm going to add some little parts to my smile to make it look extra happy. Now my cloud face is all done and I'm going to be ready to cut it out. Have you used scissors before? If you have, you know that when we use scissors, we put our thumb in the small hole on our scissors and our other 4 fingers in the big hole on our scissors. When we're cutting, our thumb always looks up at the ceiling like this. I'm using grown-up scissors, but if you have scissors for kids at home, those are great to use to practice your cutting. I'm going to cut out my cloud using one hand in my scissors with my thumb looking up at the ceiling and my other hand holding onto my paper. I might need to turn my paper while I cut to make sure that I can cut all of the curvy lines. If you need extra time to cut your cloud, you can always pause the video and take as much time as you need. Let's cut out our cloud together. Notice how my scissors are going open and close, kind of like a shark's mouth. This part is tricky. Is it okay if I make a mistake? Yes, if I accidentally cut off part, that's okay. Our clouds can have all different shapes and all different sides. I'm doing my best to turn my paper while I cut to cut all these little curvy parts and make my cloud. I have to turn my paper a lot. This is a lot of cutting, but I'm doing my best, and look, we're almost there. Keep going. You can do it. You got it. Remember, if you need more time, you can always pause and take as much time as you need. Last part. We're done. Give yourself a pat on the back for cutting out your cloud. Great job. Now we're going to do the next part of our craft and make the rainbow parts that go underneath our cloud. I'm going to take my cloud face and put it over here while I work on the rainbow pieces. This paper is extra. Do you know where we can put extra paper that we don't need? We can put it in the recycling bin. If you have a recycling bin at home, you can go ahead and go put it there. Now we need the next part of our craft, which is our construction paper. This is the construction paper that I'm using, but you can use any construction paper or color paper that you have at home. Remember, we need some different colors. If you don't have all of these colors, you can just use the ones that you have. I know that I need red, orange, yellow, and some other colors. So I'm going to find all of those colors and get them ready. Do you have your colors ready? If you do, let's start cutting. You might notice on my rainbow craft that my color parts are pretty thin. That means we don't need a lot of paper to cut for our rainbow craft. I'm going to use my scissors again. Remember, my thumb in the small hole and my other 4 fingers in the bigger hole. My thumb is looking up at the ceiling and my other hand is holding my paper. Watch how I do my best to cut off a piece of the red paper. I'm trying my best to make it in a straight line. Is it okay if there's a little part that's not straight? Yes, of course, but I'm going to do my best to see how straight I can make my piece of red. All done. There's a little part where I made a tiny mistake, but that's all right. It's still going to look so beautiful. Now I'm going to do the same thing for my other colors. Will you cut them with me? Awesome! Remember, if you need more time, you can always pause the video and take as much time as you need. I'm going to cut all of my other colors now. And my last one. Are you done cutting your colors? If you're not, make sure to pause the video so you can finish your cutting. Let's see how many colors we have. Will you count them with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 colors. If you have different colors than me, that's okay. Now we're going to do the last step of our craft. What do you think we need to do to make this look like this? We are going to use our glue. I'm using glue that looks like this, that comes in a bottle. But if you have a glue stick, that will work great for this project too. Remember when we made our cloud? I'm going to get it out so that we can stick our rainbow pieces onto the cloud face. Here it is. Now, my rainbow pieces are going to go underneath the cloud so that they look like they're coming out. That means I need to put some dots of glue or a little bit of glue from my glue stick onto these strips of paper so that they will stick to the cloud. I'm going to start doing that by opening up my glue bottle or taking the top off of your glue stick. Now I'm going to put a little dot of glue onto each piece of paper to make it stick to my cloud. I'm going to do 2 at a time so that my glue doesn't dry out too much. Watch how I put my cloud on top of the strip of paper so that it goes underneath. Perfect. Now I'm going to keep going with my gluing. I'm going to put a glue dot on 2 more pieces of paper and then keep going until all of my colors are glued onto my cloud. Am I putting a lot of glue or a little bit of glue? Yes, just a little bit of glue. That's all I need. You're doing a great job on your gluing. We're almost done. There's 3 more to go. Let's put some more glue. And stick it on. The last one. Ta-da! Are you done gluing your colors? If not, make sure you pause the video so that you have more time. Wow, we made a rainbow cloud. Thank you so much for making that with me. It was so much fun. I would love to see what your rainbow clouds look like when they're all finished. If you would like to send me a picture, ask a grown-up to help you. Click on the link below so that you can show me what your beautiful cloud looks like when it's all finished. I want to see all of your creations. Do you have a craft idea that you would like to make with Miss Madeline? Ask a grown-up to help you. Write it in the comments underneath this video. I can't wait to hear all of your ideas. Thank you for making a craft with me today. Remember, this is Made with Miss Madeline. I hope you keep on making, and I'll see you next time. Bye!